Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Nice to see you again. And this week, for our weekly Facebook Live, we're going to try to keep it a little bit shorter.
I think we might just gone live. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. We chatted a little bit before this and decided we're going to try to keep it a little bit shorter. We thought we maybe talked a little bit too much. We appreciate everyone coming and giving us your time, and we'll try to keep it to like a half an hour is our plan, but we will go as long as people want to stay and have questions.
Sure.
Yeah. So quickly, I wanted to cover the Hero Realms fulfillment update. So Hero Realms Journeys, for people that backed that Kickstarter, we posted an update yesterday on our Kickstarter. I just want to touch on a couple things. Generally good news. So both Quartermaster and Games Quest are open and have started fulfilling again. Well, Quartermaster has been open, but they've just now gotten to our project. They're preparing orders this week, and they'll start shipping this week to the US, and they will start shipping to Canada. It'll be about a week delay to Canada because they're preparing the orders here, shipping them up to Canada, and then we'll ship them from within Canada so that there's no hidden charges or extra things happening. When backers receive their packages, we like to send them from within Canada. So that's US and Canada. Hopefully you'll be getting your games soon. And in the EU, Games Quest has been shut down, and we in the update it was kind of bad news in that, hey, the UK just announced that they're going to be shut down for another 3 weeks just a few days ago. But we got an update from Games Quest just before we did our update to the Kickstarter, which said they figured out how to keep it safe for their employees. They have social distancing programs in place and reduced capacity, but they have reopened, and Hero Realms is on the list of the projects that they think they're going to be fulfilling over the next few weeks. So that's a lot more positive than we're shut down. So, and they did tell us before they closed down that we would be first in line, if and when they were able to reopen in the short term. So we're excited about that.
So it may take a while for people to get their stuff, but they're moving forward, which is good.
And they did say that they're starting with the UK and Germany first, and the reason for that is, it sounded like all the delivery routes and things that they like to use are open there, and they're looking at how to do other countries. I'm not sure of the nuances of the shipping, how shipping works in each country in the EU. That's why we partner with someone for that. But they're starting with the UK and Germany, but they are looking at how they can roll out shipping to other countries too in the EU. So Australia's done, Asia's underway. There are some countries in Asia on hold, and that is in the update.
Yeah.
So yeah, generally things are moving along.
So we had the Quartermaster ship us some Hero Realms samples so that we could
of the real product.
The real product. This is the actual stuff that they're getting ready to ship to backers. So we had the factory. It's actually prepackaged these little bags to make it easier on the various fulfillment centers around the world. And so we wanted to show you some of the cards from the Kickstarter promo pack here. Gonna fumble with plastic for a minute. So the Kickstarter promo pack has a bunch of different cards in it. We've got it has one of the special characters, the Half Demon. We've actually been playing some D&D during COVID.
Rob's the Half Demon.
Yeah, I'm playing a Half Demon in D&D right now, so having some fun with that. I am stuck on this glass. I'm gonna grab
While he tries to open the shrink wrap, let us know what characters you like to play in Hero Realms, and if you play D&D or have played in the past, tell us a little bit about your character, because we're still learning all the nuances of we're playing 5e. So we've been reading the player handbook as we go along. Rob has played a lot of D&D, but it was much earlier versions. Okay, we have the pack of cards open. Okay, almost open.
Oh, yeah. Defeated by shrink wrap. All right, so.
Hey, Rob. Oh, yeah, and say hi, too. You can just say hi so we don't feel like we're just talking to nobody.
So I'm not going to spoil everything, but we got lots and lots and lots and lots of promo cards, of course. So we'll start off with the so there is the half demon card itself, and of course different art on both sides. So yeah, playing the half demon, you have an additional 5 starting health. But whenever you gain health from another player playing a yellow card, from you will gain 1 less health. So basically, you're not as good at gaining health from either you or your teammates playing Imperial cards. And of course, you've got special ability cards as well for the half demon, and a special ability card for the half demon, and cards in your starting deck as well. And here's a cool card
the
from
actual card of Rob.
One of our Rob Gruber, one of our backers. And I know he's been looking to get.
This is the first time I got it, so we got 2 copies. I'm gonna send Rob. I will send you one of these if you give me your address. But I'm also looking at getting you some more of those, since I know the players in your store are dying to see your card.
And here's another fun one. This is the Illusionist, based on Debbie.
Yeah, you only have to work at the company and date the CEO and marry him for many, many years to get on the card if you can't win a tournament.
Yeah, and I really love the artwork on the cards. Here's another one. Just really, really some really, really beautiful.
Hi, Neil. Hi, Peter.
And in addition to regular cards, we also have some of the quest cards, and they have different card back. We got the yellow on the sides. The quests work a lot like the missions in Star Realms, where basically there is an objective that you're trying to achieve, and if you achieve that objective, you get a reward. But the rewards are done. This card I was showing you earlier. This is an artifact. The rewards are artifact items, and basically, when you are playing with quests in PvP, you'll deal each player 3 quests, and then you'll take your artifacts, which have regular card backs, and you'll shuffle those up, and you'll deal out a little deck of 1 artifact per quest that you're playing with, and those go face down in a pile. And the rest of the artifacts, if you want to, you can shuffle them up and put them into your deck. They have a cost to acquire. That cost to acquire only matters when they come up in the market. If you complete a quest, the little artifact pile that you have off to the side, you grab one of those artifacts and you acquire it immediately. And all of the artifacts will give you a little bonus at the time of acquisition. Some of them do that because they'll go on top of your deck, so you'll be able to draw it soon. Others do it by having effects that happen when they go to your discard pile, and that's when they go to the discard pile from acquiring them, or from at the end of your turn when if you played them, they go. So basically, those artifacts you can play with or without the quest. So you can just take the artifacts and shuffle them into the deck, or you can, if you're playing with quests, you can have the artifacts in the reward pile for the quests. You can also have your remaining artifacts into the deck if you want to. So there's a bunch of different ways to play those new cards, and we gave you some extra quests and artifacts in the Kickstarter promo pack. Here's another one of our players. Legend winner.
Oh.
And let's see. Yeah, here's a fun piece of art. Cool troll. So yeah, let's the fun new stuff in the Kickstarter pack. I guess I could spoil. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I can spoil a little more.
That one's cool. Would you guys
so,
rather see more or not?
Yeah, so
let us know if we're showing too many things.
So this is the Half Demon special ability card. It's got some sweet art on it. So basically, when you use the Hellfire Half Demon ability, it's a sacrifice ability. So once per game, you can sacrifice it. You lose 3 health when you do it, and you deal 3 damage to an opponent and each non-guard champion they control. In the campaign, it's 3 damage to each master and minion in the target area. So you can target the master's area and deal 3 damage to the master and 3 damage to each elite minion, or you can target a different area and do 3 damage to each minion there. Or in the Lost Village, sometimes the masters actually move into players' areas, like charge into players' areas, and so you can potentially get a master in another player's area as well. So that's the Hellfire special ability. If you're playing the Half Demon race, you'll have that in play at the beginning of the game, just like your skill and ability card from your class. And there's cards for the deck as well for the Half Demon. So basically, each race consists of 4 cards, or the card for your race itself and for your ancestry itself, and then a skill or ability card that stays in play, and a couple cards that will go into your starting deck, and these will either replace a card in your starting deck, or replace a gold, or sometimes just add to your starting deck.
Seems dicey. Just telling you the comment. That wasn't my comment. Emil says it seems dicey.
I don't know which thing.
I prefer the masters stay out of my space.
Well, the masters don't really care what you want. They would prefer you be dead. So
I want to take a minute on these cards just to do a shout out to our graphic design team. Creating these games, so obviously the artwork is amazing and gorgeous, but actually putting everything together to get the cards ready, to get the packaging ready. We have I can't even go on and on about how amazing our graphic design team. Some of you may know Randy, Adam, and also Vito does some work.
Yeah, and Antonis, of course.
Antonis does amazing things as well. He's our lead artist. I'm just, yeah. I'm gonna cry now. Seriously though, I get emotional about it because they do work so hard, and when we have deadlines coming up, it's just a lot of pressure, and we try to manage everything and make it fun, but it is a lot of hard work, and they do such awesome work.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you don't think about when you're playing a game. You just look at your game and you're like, okay, this is pretty or this is not pretty. But just on an individual card, you've got things like the frame that houses the art and houses the text. So you can see there's a lot of sort of art within the frame itself. The placement of all these elements, the iconography, the little symbols on the health icon, the placement of the text, and for maximum readability. There's even issues with getting things to print properly. If you have a pretty picture on that looks cool on the computer, it won't necessarily look cool when you print it. There's issues with how various printers processes work, how the ink works, what level of saturation you need of each color to make things look right at the end. Randy's actually, Delvin, does a ton of work with the printers, making sure that everything is is matched up correctly. And our graphic design team is just working constantly on these things, and like just how the text is presented, the editing and stuff. In addition to doing tons and tons of awesome graphic design work, Adam Leklansky does a great job, like going through all of our text and making sure that we are consistent in our presentation of the language. So basically, if we have a mechanic that we're basically talking about it the same way, so players will understand it better. And Antonis is constantly making awesome like visual assets for us, like the art within the frames. And
yeah, Casey actually asked if our artists for the characters do the card bordering graphic design. So we have a full-time artist at the company, our lead artist. We also work with a lot of artists on specific cards, but he does call them in for some of the super important, very artistic things in the graphic design, like card frames.
And all of the graphic, we have a lot of graphic designers who do work with us, do work for us, and they all do a great job, and they each have areas of specialty, and they all are sometimes guys will do frames, like Randy and Adam have done work on card frames, and of course Vito did all the original card frames for Star Realms and such. So in the Hero Realm stuff, we're doing a lot of very artsy frames, and that's an area where Antonis specializes a little more. So so basically he's done a little bit more in that particular game, but yeah, there's and of course there's, in addition to the graphic designers, tons of artists as well, who do obviously amazing work.
Artists. And I just want to mention that, some of our game designers also are artists. Not Rob. But Peter Schultz, who's in the chat.
So Peter.
The art and sorcerer. Was what initially drew us to the game.
Yeah, Peter does. Is in addition to doing game design for Sorcerer, he also does the art direction and does a lot of the art and and he does little bits of graphic design as well on working with a team to put that stuff together. So we've got multiple games that we do in parallel, obviously. So we've got a bunch of people working on different projects, and they I'm very proud of the work the team did on the Hero Realm stuff. It's really awesome.
I kind of sidetracked us, but just when I see the finished product for the first time, I mean, we just got this and just open it up, and I'm just always wow. It's like so many pieces of work that go into it. And I did actually ask Darwin Castle, our creative director, of I think in the future maybe we can go into more detail on our direction.
Sure.
So I think that would be cool, and people might state if you guys have questions about our art process, other topics you'd like to see us cover in the comments below. The kind of things we're talking about, you can heart us, show us some love while we're live. But any questions, feedback you have, let us know. I had a question. Someone asked about Star Realms. Not have been here. I know we gave Star Realms High Alert. Do you have any updates on that? Can you just give a quick summary? I know we gave an update last week.
So basically the everything for High Alert is basically on the design and development and art, and basically everything is complete at this stage. We're doing things like making sure the text on the packaging is the right thing. A lot of basically really boring stuff. We've got the printer lined up, and we're getting color samples to make sure that the printing color matches correctly. So basically that is done, and art is awesome. I can try and I'll make a note to bring some spoilers.
I will too. We'll bring some spoilers for High Alert next week.
But yeah, so the High Alert stuff, we had a ton of fun with the design of that. the game development is part of the job because you design, cool game that you like, and then you got to play it, over and over and over again to make sure that things are balanced properly. So the balance we can do with just sort of math and knowledge of the game to get it in the right ballpark, but then you really have to play it to make sure that it's performing as you think it will. So that's a lot of fun. But yeah, so yeah,
What's your favorite?
Definitely.
Okay, so Taco just got up, and he would like to know any word on Epic Duels.
So Epic Duels is basically same place as High Alert, where it is done, and we are doing things like finalizing the text on the packaging, etc. And same printer, so we've got samples going in to the printer for color matching and such to make sure that the printing goes smoothly. But basically, that is it's good. If you want to talk about doing any of the other things considering, or
So whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, sure. All right. So basically, with Epic Duels,
they have to come to get the scoop.
All right. So a thing, some couple cool things we're doing with Epic Duels. One in the next couple weeks, hopefully. For Kickstarter backers, we're gonna put we're gonna do a play version. Obviously, the actual real printed version, but we're going to do a print and play so you guys can print those out early and play them. And we're also with the digital team to get the Epic Duels cards into the digital app. Epic, obviously, Duels is designed to both be really cool for players who've been playing for a while. A lot of very good constructed cards and cards that you'd be very excited to pick in a dark draft, for example. But at the same time, their cards are designed to be easier for new players to handle. So the stuff that they do is restricted to a certain number of keywords, and we try and keep the crazy mechanics out of the duel set. Duels will definitely have an impact on your constructed decks. It'll definitely have an impact on your drafting, and we're looking to get but as new players, and because a lot of new players are coming into the digital app, we wanted to get Duels in there as well. So basically, we're going to have a bunch of ways for people to play Duels, or we even get the physical delivery of the Kickstarter. So there'll be a Kickstarter back load, and we'll be able to download, print, and play, and check it out. So yeah, that's some stuff we're doing with Duels.
So okay. While you were talking, let me scroll up here. Okay, so Hero Realms fan. So a lot of people joined. So at the beginning, I gave a quick update on that, but I'll repeat it just very briefly on these. If in Canada, will start shipping out this week and next week from the U.S. So if you're in Canada, there's going to be a little bit delayed because it needs to go up to Canada, and then it'll ship from EU. Games Quest reopened with social distancing and playing with the UK and Germany. Peter, I know you're in Slovakia, so they are looking at doing additional countries. We'll update you on the Kickstarter. As we get information, we'll update you guys here as well. So, we are hopeful, but we don't yet know. They said they're starting with the UK and Germany because they feel confident that those shipping lanes are going to stay open and be available to them. So work to them for the expertise and when to ship to different countries. But that's the update for the EU. Peter's on our team. For other people on the team who saw that, we just talked about getting 2 copies you're gonna be getting calls. So I realized after I told you that I'd give Rob my promo card pack that other people were probably like, hey, I don't have that yet. Okay. Any thoughts on legacy style Star Realms games?
We have
or other Star Realms spin-off games. We have a lot of ideas on Star Realms spin-off games. I have been trying to get Cat Realms made for like 4 years. Get your cat in the game, but if anyone comment, because I want to get that moved up. But
so I'm gonna say the upcoming Star Realm stuff for next week. We've got
it's not going to include Cat Realms.
It's not not next week. Yeah, but yeah, we have some really cool Star Realms stuff in the pipeline. So basically, we have, as you guys know, games, Star Realms, Hero Realms, Epic, Sorcerer, and new games coming like Kapow and Robot Quest. And the games are static. Like basically, we've got stuff that we're working on all of them, and we got some really stuff that is development process and has cool art and such, and that will be something that will be coming to Kickstarter later in the year, but we'll talk about it more next week. So something to look forward to.
Okay, cool. Casey, thanks for the nice comments. Sounds like I'm letting you guys know. Yeah. We let her sleep late when we're doing our live streams. So Casey, great to hear you playing the app. Ben would like to know.
Yeah.
Ben, when are we going to be playing our games live stream, like the Hero Realms campaigns?
Oh, that's a cool idea. I like it.
And yeah, so we've talked about it. Basically, we got our home offices set up. We are able to do a Facebook Live. This is a big technical achievement for us. So we're still do live stream, so I've been going through all getting the tripods and everything together, so we do plan to be able to be doing live streams of our games here. We've also talked to the team about if anyone on our team wants to live stream either board games or like our games, other games, or live stream our digital games, they can do that as well. We want everyone on the team, for you guys to get a chance to meet other people on the team as well. If any of you want to stream our games, like we could also host you on our channels, and we'd love to do that. So let me know, either digital or physical. But yeah, I love the idea of live streaming, and I want more. Or if you want to live stream. Anyways, I know a little bit about Kapow and Robot Quest. And so we've been going almost a half an hour. That was our goal, to kind of keep it to less than a half. It will answer questions as long as you guys have questions. So like if you miss something.
Well, not forever. So Kapow, we've actually demoed the original version at a couple shows. So Kapow, it was designed by a group of New England designers who actually self-published it, and we met up with them at festival at Indie Games. Debbie saw their booth and their game and thought it looked really cool. And we wanted to check it out.
I love the changeable dice. Yeah. You can like add sides to the dice as you play, as you get more like powers to put on your dice.
And we invited them to come over to their game to us. And as it turned out, they were they love doing the game design, and they were like, "Oh wow, this production and getting the games out into out in stores, etc." A great fit for it's plays great 2-player. It's fast. It's fun. You can modify as you go, a lot like Star Realms or Hero Realms. We took on their existing inventory. For us, it was only enough for a couple conventions, not enough for actual distribution. And we have been working on the game, doing some development. So the game is awesome as they made it, but we always like to do a little bit of tweaks, and it's very like intense replayability and high-end for high-end players and low-end players alike, casual players and high-end players alike, super competitives and casual players is something that's really important. So we've been working on that and working with the Kapow team, and so we've been we work on some tweaks to the game, send it to them, they play test it a while, send it back, doing a lot with that, and we can go into that on another stream. But Kapow is awesome, super fun. We have a new with some rules updates, but really basically the same game, feel wise. So just be a couple of those tweaks, and then a whole new set with new heroes and villains, and that'll be coming to Kickstarter soon. The Two-Ton Porcupine guys did just an awesome job with it, and we're super excited to work with them, and we'll delve more into that and probably do some streaming of playing or something at some point.
Yeah, definitely. We got to get this. We're like 80% of the way there, ready to do. So let's see, Robot Quest.
Robot Quest stuff is it's a melding of deck building, like Star Realms, Hero Realms style, with tabletop miniatures battles. It has a video game style feel. So basically, you're controlling a robot. The robot's running around in an arena trying to battle and destroy other robots. When your robot is destroyed, you're not out of the game. The person who destroyed you gets some victory points, and then you respawn the very next turn on a spawning location within the arena. So it's got a fun, frenetic run around and blow stuff up feel, and really neat. It's got sort of a cartoony look, and we got an example of the art here, and so that one's super fun. So that's that's in the pipeline. So, really neat gameplay. Cool IP, really beautiful art and miniatures. So that one's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes. About alternative art cards for Digital Epic. I'm not sure if you know the answer to this, but
no news yet. Although we have obviously we have a list of all the commitments that we have for Kickstarter backers, etc. And obviously, most of those boxes have been checked, but we do have some things like alternate art cards, and we've been functionality stuff first to try and the gameplay and the UI and all those experiences to where we want them to be. But the alternate art stuff has not been forgotten. So yes, those are on our checklist, but they probably won't be coming anytime in the next few weeks, because basically we've got the digital team is hard at work doing some UI improvements and getting some new cards into the game, etc. Tweaking the campaign, yeah.
Complained it was too hard.
Yeah, so we're making like
I'll do them all.
everybody's not as good at that. So we're doing just like how you have in Star Realms, where there's an easy mode and a hard mode. We're adding that functionality. So
seriously, we do take your feedback seriously, and I didn't get it on my first. I had to keep trying to get it.
So basically, we'll have a so basically when you're playing the Epic campaign, you'll be able to play in easy mode and get through and be able. If you're a new player, you'll still be able to get through those missions. And I know it may take you multiple mission, but you should be able to do them. And then we'll have the hard mode for the advanced players to have some more challenging games in the campaign mode. If you get advanced enough, jumping into the online play is where you'll find the hardest challenges, of course.
When will the campaign? So obviously we have the campaigns in the digital app. I think Caldwell is asking about maybe like the campaign decks like Hero.
Yeah, so again, I'm gonna push that back to next week.
I can't tell you everything today.
Yeah. We'll have we'll do our upcoming Star Realms project next week.
Yep. Any timeline for the Heroes app? We're not going to cover that today either, but we'll give an update on that in the future. Okay. David, hello. We like that Epic and Keyforge has been my fix. Taco is retired recently from Magic.
Yeah, so
sorry, Magic, but we're happy to hear that we're getting the card game.
Yeah, so obviously apps are super nice to have during during the social distancing. So being able to, I've been of course doing a bunch of Star Realms and Epic digitally, and
he's always playing. He's like making dinner and taking turns on his app on Star Realms and Epic. Okay, and thanks guys for all these other positive comments. I see. Oh, Ben, vote from Ben for.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I got one vote. There's Kevin, my friend from MIT from college. And Ben and Danny, Ben who's been commenting, and Danny Mandel they designed the Hero Realms campaign. So
yeah, this
just want to mention that when I say, Ben, do you want to live stream? I'm not just asking some random person, putting them on the spot.
Although random people, if you want to live stream as well, that would be sweet.
Yeah. So you'll see when you get the Lost Village that's awesome. Rob Gruber, another vote for Cat Rounds. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for your support. Genji. Okay, let's see. Would love to see some verbose live stream of Epic. Ooh, well, you are in luck, James Brown. We are doing verbose live stream of Epic 3 times a week right now. So it's CJ on our team, game designer and the digital product manager. He's live streaming. He's playing the digital game because obviously it's a lot easier for us to live stream our digital apps. And he does it every. We were discussing maybe we should also post it on people can know about it. But Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. for 1 hour. Back to his initial videos. So we also post them on YouTube, and there's a playlist. If you go back to his initial videos, if you're trying to just learn how to play, he covers a lot about how to play in the first few, but he's still really good about he talks as if you're a beginner when he's going through what he's doing. He talks about what he's thinking when he's making plays. He talks about what he thinks his opponent is doing. Sometimes he doesn't know why his opponent is doing it, so he talks about what he thinks they might learn behind that. To YouTube, whitewizardgames.com channel, or Twitch if you want to watch live. If you play him live, if you challenge him, you get gold whether you win or lose. So, I recommend that as well. And you can, it's okay since he's an expert player and the game designer. If you watch a stream while you play, we won't tell him if we told you that. So, because let's see. Thanks for the coloring contest. Yes, we're going to be posting some additional coloring pages and the coloring. Thank you so much for participating. If specific piece of art that you think we should page, post it below. I have a feeling I know a couple people that are going to be posting, but so yeah, if you have a specific piece of art that you think would make a good coloring page, post, because I am going to be more pages created. And yeah, I love the coloring page. It's really cool. Let's see. What else? Tell me these robots transform. I don't know. How does it work to get your games? Okay, so I don't know how to pronounce the name. Renex is asking about foreign language translation. So typically for foreign language translation, work with a partner, and they do the translation publishing of those foreign language products. So in France, that's Yellow, and so if you have specific questions, you can send me an email. But basically, we don't always have a long future roadmap of knowing exactly what's coming out. But basically, our partners are working on the next expansion. So they do continue to add expansions. It just takes some time. What is that? I don't know what the question was. Ooh, in the cat realms, the equivalent of a viper would be a fur ball. Thank you. I could just, we could do a crowdsource design. Send me your ideas. I was thinking that there's a lot of things that you with cats. Not about it yet, but are there any updates to the online content for Epic or any other game? So online content, I guess.
So we talked a little bit about Epic online content coming with the
yes.
Star Realms. We have if you're one of our beta testers, you've seen the Frontiers Kickstarter promos is where our team is currently working, and we've got the events set that is in progress. Doing some really nice work with the campaign with that. Danny Mandel has been writing some campaign content for us recently and doing some really awesome work with that. And the digital team is like stepping up the game with the visuals and stuff. And so I think both the look of the digital campaign in Star Realms is going to a higher level, and with the new stuff, and we've got those new we've got the promo events coming, and then after that will be the ship and base promo card set. And that the Frontier Star Realms is gigantic, so there is cool stuff in there.
Okay, I don't know what this dodgeball comment. What is your favorite way to play Star Realms, and why is it dodgeball?
Okay. Yeah. So the Star Realms fan community created a Star Realms format for which is dodgeball, and it's pretty fun. So basically, you are representing a dodgeball game in Star Realms. So like the first game, you'll get paired against someone, and this is a representation of racing for the ball. So whoever wins the game has the ball, and then you can throw the ball at someone, meaning you challenge them to a game.
You guys really have a lot of time on your hands.
If you win the game, they're out. But if they beat you as a thrower of the ball by a certain amount, then they've caught the ball, and they can either eliminate the person who threw it or bring one of their teammates who's been eliminated back.
Cool, Adam. Now a lot more people know about it. Is this still ongoing?
People create little basic in the Facebook groups. They'll have form teams and play against each other. We've done that. Darren and I have done that a couple times with some of the fans, and it's super fun. If you got some time on your hands, you can go to the Facebook fan page and find yourself some dodgeball teams.
Yeah. So if you aren't familiar with it, there's a group called Star Realms Fan Created Community. It's fantastic. Matt Cutter here, who made a comment, is I think he was the first person. I don't know, a couple people who started initially. It is amazing, and it's just community. Yeah, Matt was saying he has a team, so. Yeah. But definitely check out that group. They're always doing awesome stuff. That's why I don't always know everything that's going on, but that sounds fun. So I think we've answered all the questions. Unless you guys want to add any really fast.
Got there in only 45 minutes. So
well,
speedy.
I told you guys
Sure.
to like answer questions if anyways.
Oh, it's I saw something about Scouts versus Vipers too.
Oh
yeah.
So post the link to your video.
If you haven't seen the Scouts versus Vipers video for Star Realms, it's hilarious. So
yeah, Laurie put it together. He's in the community.
Yeah, we loved it.
Give us the link in here. I don't know if you're able to post a link to it, but that'd be awesome. Okay. So next week, now that Rob's been like, we're going to tell you all about our new Star Realm stuff next week. I'm sure everyone will be back. So, no pressure.
No pressure. Yeah. The Star Realm, new Star Realm stuff is cool. We'll see you then.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Bye. I don't know how to figure out it. It's not working.
We're just gonna